of the question is like multiply two numbers you without using multiply operator and also any array method.
Okay.
Yeah, somehow I used addition operator and I have done that.
Okay. Nice to know.
Yeah.
And about Angular, what question they asked you about Angular? Did they ask about the Angular 18, 19 signals?
Yeah, like what is the latest version you have worked on? I said Angular 10, and have you like do you know what are the latest versions implementations like that? I've told about those standalone components and signals were introduced in Angular 19.
Okay.
So those things I've told, and eager loading and lazy loading they've asked me.
Hmm.
Most of the things like in project, what is the main like problematic thing you faced in your project? Where you stuck in the project? Which which task you have stuck in the project?
So this is for managerial round, correct?
Like
Round.
it's like both the things happened similarly. Like most of the like managerial round kind of, but in one round they asked me some coding questions as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Multiply operator.
and the other one is like print prime numbers with alternate prime numbers.
Oh,
Yeah.
print alternate prime.
Yeah, and
Nice.
yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. You can share this list of questions later as well. But whatever questions you
Mm-hmm.
have, please tell them. Tell we can discuss on that right now. So you
Yeah.
can share this later as well.
Okay. Like standalone components, why they were introduced? They asked me that I was not particularly sure. Like I've told them, like standalone components, we cannot. There is no need to like import module, like declare them in modules like that. They are automatically declared in modules, something like that. I've told them. What is the
Now,
exact thing
let
happening in standalone
okay.
component?
Let me explain to you. Okay.
Okay.
So earlier, let's suppose this is your application. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have created one module. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier we do create modules, correct?
Yes, yes,
And in
yes.
this module you will have your components. Suppose let's say this is your setting module.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now what will happen? And suppose this is your dashboard or something. Let's do dashboard. And I will add here multiple components here. Okay. Again, let me add some lines here. Okay. And here it's a dashboard. Okay. So now whenever you create a component here, okay,
Mm-hmm.
every time you have to add that component into the modules, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Extra module file we are getting created every time, correct?
Mm, mm, mm.
So with a standalone, if you mark as a standalone, might be you have not checked that syntax or checked it or not.
Yes, yes,
There
yes.
is a standalone true, correct?
Okay.
So, okay, let's talk about one component now. Okay,
Mm,
let
mm.
me drag this little bit up. Okay, let's talk like this. Okay, so now let's create another component. Okay, so let's talk about this component. We can say loading. No, home. Okay, so in this component, if you are using buttons, okay, Angular material buttons, okay, then you are using drop
Mm,
downs, then you are using
mm,
pop-ups, okay, then you are using some other components from the uh, Angular material, okay. So
mm,
to use these things, you have to add these things into the module first, correct? In
mm,
setting module, sorry, like this. So you will add these things in the setting modules, correct? First,
mm.
then you supposed to use this here. So what is happening,
Okay.
whatever thing, suppose this is one component and another component is very simple component. Okay, let's do
Mm,
another component as a, what I can give the name, home, suppose page.
mm.
Okay, so now to use this component you have to include this component as well in setting module, correct?
Yes, yes. Mm,
Correct. So now your setting
mm,
module will have all the dependencies for home as well. Okay. Home component
mm.
and the features or modules you are using, those also are here. Correct.
Mm-mm.
But in the page, you are just showing something in the text or something, correct? You
Mm.
don't want to
Okay.
use there. So now what is
Mm-mm.
happening? Even this page does not have any dependencies. Still, you have to import this here in the modules, correct?
Yes, yes.
So with a standalone, we are using the standalone true, correct? And you are passing the
Mm.
all the things in the imports. Import array is
Okay.
there, correct? So you don't
Mm-mm.
have to add this dependency in the module. So we are get rid of the modules now.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever things are in, let's say imports. Let me try to add import here. Let's try to add here imports as well. What is happening? Suppose I'm importing something here. This is my array, correct? So now if
Mm.
I'm using button module, that I will include that module here itself, correct? One by
Yes.
one. So
Yes.
this module file is not required now, correct?
Okay.
This
Okay.
module file is not required. Again, for this dashboard, there is a multiple, you will have the app module file, correct? One module file.
Mm-hmm.
And in
Mm-hmm.
that module
Yes.
file, you will
Yes.
add the setting module, dashboard module, every module, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So these are the dependencies will be removed. So
Okay.
one liner I will tell you. So we are trying to move out of the module like we have in the React, correct? We do create a multiple components and we use that components anywhere in the project.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this way it helps.
Okay.
And many things are there with a standalone, so we can lazily load. Earlier we do load the lazy modules, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So same thing we can do with the lazy load components. So we can load a component with a lazily. So the
Okay.
modules will be removed, totally removed.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the one thing. Okay, and anything else? Did you understand this first?
Yeah, yeah. I wanna go through this once again. Like, I think
Okay,
this
go through.
question asked twice. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, many time it will ask you. So I think
yeah.
that this question I have explained in the that page, that ebooks as well.
Yes, yes, I've seen that.
Because yeah, so last year I have got some 50 plus questions from the many peoples, those who are
Mm-hmm.
giving the interview after the Diwali, and also I have updated those as well over there.
Okay, okay.
About signals as well, about signals in Angular 17, 18, and 16. I
Mm-hmm.
have added all the questions based on that as well over there.
Okay. Any questions like mm, yeah, mostly it's about my project and all.
Hmm.
And yeah, like this is a question like how we are like mostly it's like managerial round itself, like how we are pushing the code and where you are placing which server you are using and all those
Mhm.
questions they've asked me.
Did you
But
check?
yeah, structure of Angular, what happens inside
Hmm.
those questions.
This you should know, correct?
Yeah, yeah, I've told them.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, only those questions.
Hmm.
Actually, I have few questions. Just give me 1 minute. I'll bring my book. I have a questions.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. 1 minute. Oh, subject and behavior subject. Can you explain me once? I was a bit confused about it.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So, do you know observable first?
Yes, yes.
You know, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
What is the use of it? Means what exactly it does?
Like the synchronous data with we get we transform and synchronous, and we can use subscribe to like catch the data, and we can also unsubscribe as well. Yeah, those things like it emits multiple values, something like that.
Let's try
Can
to.
use observer or next
Okay. To get the data from observable, what we have to do?
subscribe it.
Okay. And to emit the data, what we have to do?
Emit the data in the sense.
You
Next
put,
year.
okay. So, okay. So we talked about observable first. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Then we'll go one by one now.
Okay.
Let me shift these things little bit side. Okay. So observe subject is nothing but it's a special kind of a observable. Okay.
Okay.
First of all.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be basically an observable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next thing, it can emit data and
Mm-hmm.
subscribe.
Okay.
Emit and get the data as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then to get the data, you already told what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Subscribe it.
subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Observe. Okay. Now talking about difference between behavioral and subject. Okay. When you are creating a subject, you
Mm-hmm.
create a subject with a there is a no initial value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's try like here, no initial value. Okay. Now, if you talk about behavioral subject, it will have all those things
Mm-hmm.
with initial value.
Okay.
Okay. And when it get used, so suppose you logged into your Flipkart or Amazon. Okay. If
Mm-hmm.
you logged in as a guest user, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then at that time you will see account name over there as a guest or something.
Mm-hmm.
And let me shift this first. Huh. Okay. So here you will have initial value. Okay, so when you logged into the system, you will get
Mm-hmm.
that option to see a guest user. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
many times you might have been seen the guest user somewhere. Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay. As soon as you logged into the system, you will see the username over there.
Mm-hmm.
So in the initial value of the behavioral subject, you will pass as a guest user as a string name. Suppose you have, let's
Okay.
create one variable, private username name. Okay, so you will create a new behavioral subject. You will give as a string here. Pardon me if I am doing something syntax wrong.
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
Here,
Yeah, fine.
here you will be guest. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this way we are doing correct. So
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you logged in, what you will do, you will get the username value. Correct. So what you will do,
Mm-hmm.
name, uh,
Biggest.
name dot next. This will be another variable. Okay. Log
Mm.
in user dot name. Okay, so this way you can emit the value. Okay, and
Okay.
in the place where you are showing this name, what you have to do, you have to subscribe it. Okay, so name dot subscribe, or you can use async pipe as well.
Mm-hmm.
You might have been seen async pipe.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, so whatever value we update here, it automatically get updated. So what will happen? Okay, so once this page get logged in, sorry, this page loads, it will show as a guest. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
once you logged in, you will get your username. Okay, then what you will do, once you get subscribed login data, you will emit this value. Okay,
Okay, okay.
and in the component where you are showing in the navigation bar at the left side or any component, you will just
Mm-hmm.
subscribe it. Okay, this way you will get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay,
This is the behavioral subject and the subject. Okay, subject will not have initial value. Okay,
okay.
and now talking about replace subject.
Oh.
Okay, so there is another way, another thing for the replace subject as well. So what
Mm-hmm.
it does, it holds the previous values. Okay, suppose you have to hold five values.
Mm-hmm.
Buffer, nothing, this is nothing but a buffer. Buffer of n values.
Okay.
Suppose, but see, if you talk about this again, behavioral subject would hold only single value at the time, correct?
Okay.
In your subject. But buffer will have the previous values. Suppose you have given buffer of 5. So it will hold the 5 values. 1, 2, 3. Let's talk about, okay. As soon as you add a sixth value here, the
Mm-hmm.
first will be removed. Okay.
Okay.
Then your value will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As soon as you add seventh value, your 2 will get off. As soon
Okay.
as you add, so this way you will have the buffer of 5 values every time with the
Okay.
previous means
Mm.
latest 5 values, last 5.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Got it. Yeah.
So this is the replace subject.
Like one doubt is in behavior subject, what if you don't give any name like that? Initial value.
No, you should get an error then. It should
Okay.
have this value here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
If you do
Okay.
this, if you try it once, but I
Mhm.
think this will give an error to you. Then it
Okay.
will say you use subject if you are not using the initial value.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay.
If you don't want to use any value, you can just pass this value as well. But ideally, you should have some value over there. So that's why they have introduced this.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Like any latest top like you have given ebooks, right?
Hmm.
That do you think any new topics that are very important that should I should learn?
Do you have that? Just a minute. Do you have these things? Angular 16, 17, 18, 19?
Ebook you are saying?
Yes.
No, no, I haven't purchased it yet. I have to, I think.
Okay. So,
I have only the interview tips and tricks you have given me the folder, like the bundle, right?
yeah, yeah.
That one I purchased.
Yep. So I think you already purchased, so you don't have to purchase it again. I will just send this to you. Okay.
Okay.
This file. Okay, this
Okay.
file will hold the your. If you see now, first question, Angular 16 questions. So what is inject? Earlier, we do inject in the
Service.
constructor, correct? Service
Yeah.
constructor. If you want to,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So this way we don't have to use now constructor. Okay. You can use
Mm-hmm.
inject and you can give the service name here itself. Okay. So this
Mm-hmm.
variable we can use anywhere in the code now. So this is the one question. Then what are the signals in 16 and what is the difference between from the observable? So this is the one question mostly be getting to be asked next.
Mm-hmm. What
Then
I told them is like signals, like or the inbuilt functions are so, like Angular introduced without using importing RxJS kind of operators. I told them.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the one thing about standalone components. Okay,
Okay.
so we are reducing the need of the modules, the simplifying the dependency management. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it's especially lazy load as well for us for micro frontend. If you see here, just we talked about this imports.
Mm.
So
Yes.
this way we
Yes.
can imports and we can use the thing whatever we have to use.
Okay.
So these are the some of the new methods. Then if you want to get the router states, so you can get like this. Then
Mm-hmm.
some question about SSR. So I'm just exploring this right now. So I will add some more questions here about this. Then about talking
Sure.
about
Sure.
17. So we have route decorator now in 17. So how can we use it?
Mm-hmm.
If you see routes, we can create here itself in the component.
Mm.
Then what they have introduced in this 16, 17, 18. These are the some of the new question I have added. Now talking about 17.
Mm-hmm.
These are the some of the new questions.
Actually, I can't
So
see a screen. Are you sharing screen?
you should tell me before.
Sorry. Thought you were explaining.
No, I was explaining in the ebooks.
Okay.
Can you see now?
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so this is we just talk about inject method, correct?
Yes,
So
yes.
this way you can
Mm.
inject now. Okay. Then
Mm-mm.
talking about standalone components. So this way we can import now, correct?
Mm.
Then talking about your routes methods. So we can have the router states as well. Then
Okay.
SSR. So these are the some of the new question people get asked in the interview. So those I have added here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So and then 17, then 18, you will get some question related to signal. Then
Mm-hmm.
there is a one more new question that getting come linked signal, so that I'm exploring now. So I will add some of the question based on that as well.
Sure, sure.
Then I supposed to add some questions related to the Angular material as well. Some of the question I have just updated few days back.
Okay.
So I'm not sure you are know this deferable view or not. So try to see that as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you are showing something in the browser, so you can create differ block like this. Okay. So it will have these values. Okay. So if your template, if you don't have the product data, okay, this description is not there, then it will show this differ
Mm-hmm.
loading. So this loading
Okay,
will be
okay.
shown. Okay. As soon
Okay,
as you
okay.
get the data, you will see that. So this is the
Okay.
thing. Then control flows they have added ng for updated like this now.
Mm-hmm.
So many things they have updated. So just go through it, okay, and try to see how it works. Some
Yeah,
of the
sure.
question I have added about signals here.
Mm.
Completed signal. What is the completed signal? Why we have to use it? What is the
Mm.
advantage of it?
Okay.
All those things you will get covered here about only
Um,
Angular. So same way you will find some questions. Oh, I think I stopped again.
yeah.
Let me share again. So this is what about Angular. Let's talk about now JavaScript.
Mm.
So here I think you have already ES6 question, coding question, JavaScript, and the practice questions as well, correct?
Your practice questions, I think you have sent me through mail.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I
So these
think
are the some of the
there are only 10, 30 questions in that, my 30, 35 questions.
yes, yes, I think.
Yeah.
As soon as
The
I
other
get some
thing,
questions,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Other thing is like in my resume, I've added like Angular 10 plus. This is the version I'm working on. And some of the companies are expecting Angular 14 plus versions. So should I change it in my resume or what I have to do?
Can you come again?
Like in my resume, like I've added like Angular 10 is the latest version I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the companies in portals have seen that they're expecting Angular 14 plus versions. So in that case, what I have to do? Should I add 14 or in my resume or what I have to do there?
Then do one thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you already know about the Angular 14 as well, correct? You
Mm.
already some of the questions. There is
Yeah.
no significant difference between Angular 10 to 14. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
From 15, they have shifted to standalone, then signal, then differ loading. So you can write down 14 as well. That's fine. Just try to
O-
see what are the updated things in the Angular 14 and 13, 12, 11.
Okay.
Add
Okay.
that and just tell them I'm working on Angular 14 right now. And one
Okay.
more thing for you, if you
Mm-hmm.
want to migrate some application from Angular to 10 to 14,
Mm-hmm.
what steps you will follow? This
Mm-hmm.
question might be asked in any time whenever you are giving the managerial round, because most
Yeah,
of
like
the manager ask this type of question.
yeah, one of my project is migrating from Angular JS to Angular 11. There asked me like, some questions like what's the difference you've noticed?
uh, that is the very big task, Angular JS to Angular 10. I'm
Yeah.
talking about Angular 10 to Angular 14. If you want to do that, then what are the steps you will follow,
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I hope this will help you a little bit.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
anything else?
that's it for now. Again, if I have any doubts, I'll schedule a call next week again.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
On 11th, I won't be there, but you can schedule
Mhm.
for 12th, I think. 11th, I do have some work.
Okay, okay. Sure, sure. Uh, will you share these files or should I purchase them?
Only one file you don't have, no?
Yeah,
That I will share with you on a mail.
yeah, sure, sure. Thank
Okay,
you.
just ping me your email ID. I will share.
Yeah, I'll ping you in Instagram.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Okay, all the best.
Yeah, well, thank
Okay.
you.
Please note down all the questions, whatever they asked you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure, sure. I'll send you.
Create a one note, and you can add the by the name of the companies. These are the rounds in this company,
Mhm.
and these are the questions for this company like this.
Yeah. Sure, sure.
It will help other as well.
Yeah.
Okay, happy new year and all
Yeah,
the
happy
best.
New Year. Thank you.